exactly. Okay, so this is a question from my dad, who was very conservative and now isn't. Now he's more moderate, and he's curious about you. You're very bizarre to him. And and
You must be a little bizarre to him too, then, because
oh, believe me. Oh yeah, believe you me, I am. But my dad he's become, I mean, he's got a big spirit, a big heart, and he was a police chief, so there's a lot of and he said, how's she going to handle Putin? How's she going to handle the Chinese, the Iranian, all this, the foreign stuff? How's she going to handle this stuff?
it's so interesting because this is the first time in my life anybody's ever said I might not be tough enough. I'm too tough, and now no, you're tough enough.
Right.
I'll tell you how I would begin. I don't know if your father voted for Trump or not.
No, he didn't. That's why I was so thinking, oh, then for sure Hillary's going to win, because if my dad voted for Hillary, then my God. But yeah,
so
it kind of set me up.
Is I will not assume that a former KGB agent is necessarily telling me the truth. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I will always listen. I might not always concur, but I will certainly listen to the intelligence of the U.S. intelligence agencies. It's very, very rare that they all agree on something. And on the idea that the Russians interfered with our election, they're all in agreement. So when I'm dealing with Putin, number one, I'm listening to everything you're saying with a grain of salt. And number two, I'm talking to a man who interfered with our democracy. How am I going to deal with that? I'm going to deal with it with whatever means at my disposal to make sure that the interests of the United States are protected and that he knows that he's playing with no fool. That's number one. The second one was about China.
Yeah.
It was time for an American president to lay down some limitations and boundaries when it comes to the Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with the means by which our president has done that, but the fact that it was not all, let's play footsies under the table so huge multinational corporations can get money while I'm selling out the U.S. economy, there would be more of a continuation of that in my presidency than there would be more of a continuation of no, we're gonna protect the American worker now,
right?
Economy, than there would be going back to the old days. But it would be done in a different way. I don't believe the trade war was the answer. I don't believe the tariffs are the answer. But there were ways, and there are ways, in which American companies have been allowed to go over to China and give away too much. About that, Trump's correct. And they should not give away so much. Well, it's not so much that Trump has said that, though. Trump has just said there's been a disadvantage. What I'm saying is that companies have been able to go over and give away too much. And they have been willing to play the game with the Chinese because they would make a certain amount of profits. But it's had will continue to have a devastating effect on the American economy, including, even though they can't give away national security secrets, at this point, a lot of our technology could be considered a part of our security. So the Chinese are going to find me, like all nations. I want to get along, definitely want to get along. We share this planet. And not be at the expense of the interests of the American people, the interests of the American worker, or the interests of the American economy.